Thank you. The first frame, John Higgins to break. Cameras and flashes off now, please.
John could have done that with touching ball, actually, send the white down the other end of the table. Or they might just move this red away from the black. These two players here, though, Mike, have come through in fine fashion in their semi-final, so looking forward to this final today.
Yes, they both produced their A games against Mark Williams and Sean Murphy. It was a very strong semi-final lineup. We were saying that before semi-finals began, weren't we? What a great lineup. Mark Williams, Judd Trump, John Higgins, Sean Murphy. You couldn't wish for it to be much better. And so it proved. We had two good quality matches yesterday, which sets us up very nicely for this grand final here at the Shanghai Grand Stage.
Phone's just gone off.
Excuse me.
Yes, the week, I'm afraid, has been one of disturbances, people moving, the odd mobile phone going off. I think people movement actually has probably been the worst of the two here this week.
Yeah, a few cameras and stuff, you know, want to take photos of the players.
Oh. Well, he lined that up nicely, and he is on the black, and as a left-hander, it's not too difficult a shot for him.
Yeah, what I saw yesterday, I just fancied John in this final today because he played so well. We know Judd, if he turns it on, he can beat anybody. There's no doubt about it, and win any title. But just the solidness of John Higgins' game yesterday in that semi-final against Sean Murphy, the latter stages of it was absolutely superb. So
8.
But it's going to be a cracker between these two. If they really bring their A games like they did in the semi-finals, it's
9.
going to be a wonderful day snooker.
Great chance here for Judd, though, in this opener.
Might play the left-hand one. Opens up the black to both corners.
16.
Michaela Tabb officiating this year's final.
17. Put the cameras away, please.
Once again, a disturbance threatening to disrupt Judd Trump's concentration, but he hasn't let it.
24. 25. 32.
Just to imagine, he's only 23 years of age, Mike. I mean, so many years ahead of him. And I think so many titles ahead of him.
I'm sure you're right. He has 2 ranking titles already to his name.
In my opinion, should have had the big one as well a couple of seasons ago against John Higgins. It's obviously a repeat of that final.
40.
But he knows that he's sort of showboated a little bit, and one session could have been all different. He could have been world champion. But he has time.
He certainly does. Already claimed the China Open. Not this year, that was last year when he beat Mark Selby. And of course, slightly more recently, last December, He beat
48.
Mark Allen in the final of the UK Championship.
Yes, it'll be a couple of months when he starts to defend that one.
49.
Good start here for Judd. One or two shots he's had to recover from. It looks like he's hit the ground running here.
56. $57.
Well, the game in great shape at the moment, Mike, isn't it? They've got wonderful talent around, and the calendar's filling up, so it's looking good.
Yes, the calendar is full up almost. It's almost wall-to-wall snooker. How different from 3 or 4 years ago, when the players were begging for the events to be put on. Now there's so many that some of them, like Ronnie O'Sullivan and indeed John Higgins at the start of this season, are becoming more selective,
72.
like golfers and tennis players, as to which events they participate in.
Yeah, it's the targeting, aren't they? Obviously, there's a case could be a little burnout. They don't want that early goal, so they're trying to pace themselves through the season. So that's fair enough. But the likes of Mark Selby, Sean Murphy, they're all playing everything. Stuart Bingham.
80.
So this opening frame already won and lost, and a big
81.
total on here.
The other question was, yeah, absolutely, Mike. But the other question was, of course, we were wondering how John would play coming back. This is his first tournament back, really, first major tournament.
But let's just remind ourselves as to how well this young man is playing, and that, just for the record, is 11 reds and 11
88.
blacks.
Mm. Well, it would be amazing if he starts off with the maximum. £10,000 for maximum this week. That's roll over.
Yes, the high break prize itself, a modest £2,000. And that's with John Higgins at the moment, 135 that he had against Sean Murphy yesterday.
96.
He just clipped the red on the way through there, and he just covered it. That's the one he wanted to be on. He just nudged it, but he's still got this one. He'll have to play it to the corner if he wants the maximum. The other two go to the opposite corner pocket. How's it going? Oh.
Did you ever doubt him?
No, they're going in the middle, aren't they?
They are. But now he's got the problem of separating these won and lost. But
well, I just think, Mike, if he gets high enough on this spawner, we shall see. Just checking that. And he thinks it will pop.
well, there's the century. Beg your pardon. He's not. Yes, he has got the century. It was just a bit late coming up on the score on the bottom of our screen. 104, but can he get this red and stay on the black?
I don't know whether he's gone high enough here. Can he see enough of this? Possibly. He could. Well played. He clipped the other one first, but now he's run out of position, unfortunately for him. This would be some black.
Yes, it would.
It's there.
Well.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Now then, can he get the next red?
Can he get onto the black? This is wonderful. What a wonderful start this is.
112 and still on a maximum. No, sir. He takes the first break.